Okay, my name is Jennifer Varner, and I am a senior this year. I'm from Madison, Mississippi, which is where I've lived in Mississippi my whole life. And my major is nutrition and dietetics.
Hi, I'm Sean, and I'm from Madison, Mississippi. I am a senior this year.
Okay. So we're going to ask you a few questions about the topic of technology.
Do you think technology is positive or negative?
I think it definitely has. It's definitely helped us as a society in different things, but I work with some high schoolers here in Oxford, and so even like seeing that compared to like when I was in high school, it's like so completely different because if they're out at dinner, sometimes we go out to dinner, every single one of them will be on their phone. And a lot of times it'll be in a group message with people at the table. So I don't know, it just seems silly to me. So I think a lot of just like learning how to talk to people, just like this, a lot of that has been lost.
I would say that technology has overwhelmingly been positive. There are definitely some drawbacks, but I would say on the large scale, it has been definitely positive.
Please name three advantages of technology.
Advantages, I think, would be communicating with people who are far away. And it is awesome with homework because I can write a research paper and never leave my house. So that's awesome. And another would be maybe just communicating in general, because it definitely does make things easier when you can just shoot a quick text message to somebody rather than calling.
How about drawbacks of technology?
I think you definitely lose a lot of human interaction, and that meaningful conversation, and even like I think there's a lot of, maybe I'm a little old-fashioned, but like my sister doesn't, she's in high school, she's in 6 years younger than me, but she like doesn't know how to interact with people sometimes just because like the only thing she's known is that everybody's always had a phone, and like, you know, when you're bored everybody just pulls out their phone and looks at it, and so maybe just like those people skills.
Yes, I would say while there's a much faster access to information, and people are a lot more informed than they were before, and you can access information from a very amount of topics in a very, very short time, and it's usually free. And it's a great way to keep in contact with friends and family that you may not see on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah.
But some of the drawbacks is they do take up a very large amount of time, of your time. And I've read somewhere that spending too much time on the internet, it kind of adversely affects your health. Maybe not exactly your physical health, but maybe a little bit your psychological health. Because I've read that people become more withdrawn, not as friendly as they usually would be if they spend too much time on the internet.
Has technology improved the world we live in?
Um, I think again maybe from like a worldly stance or like in terms of success, but just like relating to people, I don't think it has.
Yes, definitely. I mean, it's definitely made the world a lot better than when we didn't have, technology, internet, all that stuff. I mean, it goes through, it helps in almost every aspect, growing foods, helping disabled people, getting information out there. There's so many different ways that technology has helped us.
So about the internet, I
Mhm.
think sometimes you make research on the internet.
Yeah.
So do you think most of the information found on the web is reliable, according to you?
Yeah. I mean, I think if you just know how to find the reliable information on the internet, because there's definitely research that's not reliable. But I think if you just know how to find it. But I think that definitely has helped because I would not want to go to the library and look up millions of books for one paper.
I would say the majority of the time they're fairly reliable. Like when you Google something very general, it's usually fairly accurate. But at but when it comes to opinions, I mean, of course, it's not going to be accurate because it's someone's opinion, and there's definitely a lot of misleading information on the internet. But I would say on the large part, it's usually fairly accurate.
According to you, how did technology change human interaction? And do you think people interact more or less, for example, with social networks?
Yeah. Well, I think keeping in contact with people who are far away, it's definitely been good because you can just get on Facebook anywhere and say hey. But people who are close by, I've seen a lot like, yeah, you may text somebody every day, but it's maybe not be meaningful conversation.
That point, I'm not 100% sure. It really depends on what you define as interaction. I would say on one hand, people are interacting a lot more because they get to be able to text each other or call or Facebook or Skype or whatever. And, that has led to a lot higher interacting with people. But I want to say that it has definitely decreased the amount of human to human interaction, which can be actually harmful in the long run. I think it can be harmful in the long run, but I think definitely has definitely made interacting more convenient.
Do you think we can live without technology, or is it really important?
I think it would be great to live without technology. I could do it, but if everybody else did it too, because it would be impossible just like for us to give up technology, because the world is still going to keep on.
No, I do not agree. I think technology is humanity's only saving grace. That in the years to come, technology will be I dare say the Jesus of the human race, because there's lots of different things, different aspects of the world that technology can improve on or help.
Well, do you think it has limits or can it go always further?
I don't know. I think that it will always go further because there's always those people who are going to want more and going to keep like trying to make things bigger and better. So.
Well, I mean, technology it's only limited by the human imagination because we have created technology and whatever we can think of within obviously within the bounds of physics and just chemistry, within those bound by those laws. Yes, we can do whatever, anything we want, as long as the imagination and resources are available. Then yes, we can accomplish a lot more.
Do you think technology can dehumanize society?
I think so because you can have a lot of friends that you talk to every single day, but you may not ever come into contact with them. And so you think you have a lot of friends, but it's not like meaningful, which I think is what we all need. So I think it definitely can, but hopefully not.
Well, I guess it goes back to the point I was saying. There's actually more interacting between humans, but there's less, people to people in person interaction. But I wouldn't say that technology has dehumanized people. It's changed the way we interact, but that doesn't mean it dehumanizes.